Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. I am EarthEagle007, and we are going to be talking about some Transformers 5, aka The Last Night, commonly asked questions, theories, and just generic questions along those lines. First question being, what is going on in this movie? First thing we have to look at is the first trailer. Now, the first trailer in any movie is a teaser trailer, and it's named that because it gives you it gives you, bear with me here, it gives you a lot of information in just a small fraction of information. The way this works and the way it makes sense is the first way it gives us information is you look at everything in that trailer, and it gives us a lot of information in that trailer as to what's going on. But after that trailer's over, the question is, what's going on after that? And so it gives you a lot of information in that trailer, but then afterwards it's like, there's no information at all. And so you have to connect the dots. And so the second asked question is, is B going to die? No. B is not going to die. And there's two main reasons I say this. The number one is because the franchise kind of revolves around him. Bear with me here. He's probably the number one loved character. He's a lovable character. He's got that, personality to him that none of these other robots have. And I think they've tried to do that, but none of them come close to B. B is just, it's just that rebel personality that no one can resist. Everyone just loves him. So, if the franchise killed him, assuming they did, the whole franchise is done. Everyone's going to be mad at the franchise. Michael Bay is going to be like, oh no, what did I do? Everyone's going to hate it. And they can't do that. Now, another reason, actually there's three, my bad. The first, if you're going to base your, oh my gosh, B is going to die theory off of the first trailer, don't worry. And another trailer, it shows the same scene, like that scene where B walks up behind Optimus, runs up behind Optimus, Optimus turns around, throws him down, and tries to stab him in the face. It's the same scene, except, that mask that B used? That mask comes on about right before Optimus's sword hits his face. His sword, it kind of, I don't know if I would say scratches. B's helmet kind of deflects it. Let's put it like that. It deflects the blow. So, he doesn't get hurt at all. And Marky Mark, obviously, he's good too. So, B's fine. And, so, I think we're on the third asked question, is Optimus going to die? Now, this is kind of up for grabs here at the moment. Just chuck the football in the air, and the theorist can see who gets it. He's not going to die, theorist, and there's going to die, theorist. Either of them are going to try and grab that football. Me, personally, well, let's just take a look at the information. So, we know that B doesn't get killed, and then there's another trailer, it might be the same trailer, where B just absolutely turns the tables, and they don't show it in the first trailer, because it just shows Optimus beating the crap out of B, and another trailer, B is beating the crap out of Optimus in the same scene. I don't know, because it, right before this, the battle axe hits Optimus, they don't show, the rest of that, scene. So, Optimus could very well die right there. Kind of logic is that he probably will die. This is kind of just a guess. I don't know for sure if he's going to die, but it very well could be that he does. Now, let's take a look. I read some article, and, let's go on. Well, I'll get that later. There's a couple new characters. First one is, Onslaught. Now, Onslaught many of you guys know, well, probably if you played Transformers: The Fall of Cybertron game on Xbox, I think it was probably available on PS3. If you played that game, Onslaught was in that game, you know, kind of leader of the Combaticons. So he's known in the Transformers, you know, world. He is coming in here. Barricade, who's been in two Transformers films already, is back again. Now, they didn't really credit him at all, but in the first movie, the cop car, Barricade. Now, oh yeah, they did mention his name. It was Barricade. In the third movie, he made a cameo. If you take a look at the scene where the soldiers are talking about the Shockwave and the Decepticons below, he actually made a very quick appearance. It's probably like 3 seconds. He actually grabs another robot's face and kind of just like pushes him. So he made a cameo in that. So now he's coming back again, but they're gonna put a lot more emphasis on his character. There's they give him a lot more personality. He looks really, really cool, I must say that. And then you have Hot Rod. Hot Rod is Bee's brother in arms. Again, if you played Transformers: Fall of Cybertron, this would be Cliff Jumper. Cliff Jumper is Bee's brother in arms in that game. They're not identical looking, and they don't put any emphasis on him at all. There's only like one trailer which they have him in, and you know, I just lost track of the trailers because they came out in all of a jumble and they're not labeled, and there's so many like YouTube channels that have the trailers, and so there's an insane amount of trailers out there, and most of the trailers are like in a combo package. Like there'll be like 3 or 4 different trailers in one video, so it's really hard to keep track of all of the trailers. But I've watched a ton of them because I'm trying to get to the bottom of this as well as you guys, which is why you clicked on this video, and I'm really glad you did. So there's one theory out there, getting to this article, that Optimus dies and Hot Rodimus appears. Now, Hot Rodimus is nothing more than Hot Rod Prime. And is this going to happen? Not at all. So, why would Hot Rod Prime become a thing? It doesn't make sense. Let's just start off with that. Because if Hot Rod Prime just comes into this movie and takes over, that's just not even cool. Like, that would actually kind of make me mad. Because they just can't, like, introduce a new robot that we haven't seen at all, and then he's automatically the new leader. If anyone became a leader, it would be Bumblebee. And that would make the most sense. I think that everyone knows that Cybertron is in this. Some people thought it was Unicron. No, it's not Unicron. No. Unicron might come in here. But not this movie. The reason being is because that's obviously Cybertron. If you take a look at the third movie, again, there's a very clear picture of Cybertron with the shapes in it, and this is the same shapes and whatnot. So it is very clearly that is Cybertron. It is not Unicron. Now they do back it up, however, with this scene right here, where there is a horn-looking thing out of the ground, and they're saying that is Unicron's horn because he does have horns. But the Unicron's not in this because I think that we would have seen him in a trailer. I think that, well, not necessarily would have seen him, like they focused about him, but I think that there would have been a slight hint at Unicron being in the trailer, and he's not. Another new person we got is Cogman. Cogman is kind of a weird character. I don't really know what his role is, but there's a World War British tank, and in the last trailer, shoots at Hot Rod and misses completely, and then it transforms into this really cool looking guy. And so that, I don't know what his name is. I don't know if he's any importance at all, but Cogman seems to hang out with him. There's a lot of stuff about, you know, King Arthur, and that was a big deal when the first trailer was released, because everyone was like, what is this all about? And immediately time travel came into this thing. Let me just tell you right now, I don't think it's time travel is a part of this thing. If time travel is, I'm going to be mad, but it's not. The reason being is because they've talked about like the history of, you know, the Transformers and whatnot, and it only makes sense for them to kind of show them using it back in King Arthur. So it's not time travel unless it's like a flashback, but time travel itself, no. The dragon, I don't think, is going to be in this movie, and there's a lot of things right off the bat, because Megatron looks really cool, and I'll actually talk about that in just a second, but it's not Megatron. Megatron kind of looks like he would be that dragon, just because Megatron is kind of like black looking, like he's got like blackish metal kind of, you know, so it kind of looked like it could have been him, but it's not him. Megatron, I don't even really know what he transforms into, but I don't think it's going to be that. Now, there's this scene right here in the first trailer. This leads me to believe one thing, and this is my theory, and this is going to be the last thing in this video. My theory for this trailer, and this kind of what's going on in this trailer and what's going on in this movie. We see in another trailer his maker right here. Now, in this scene, well, Optimus is kind of made to look to be evil. In this scene, he's meeting with a soldier. Now, I cannot remember his name, so he's just that soldier. But it's not hostile. Now, Megatron does throw his sword down at him, probably just to intimidate him. He is asking Megatron for help. So, that's another reason for I think Optimus might die. So, if you guys like the video, please leave a like. Let me know down in the comments what you did think. Maybe I will do another video and answer some more questions. If you have them, subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos like this. I also do some other videos you might like. So, if, you know, you're interested at all in that, do that, and I will see you guys in the next video.